What is up, YouTube, and welcome to episode 59 of the Chaos Daily. Let's get into it, but before we do, hit the like button. Do it right now. Hit the like button. Yeah, I want to go over a couple things today. I'm gonna do it again. I hate doing this. I really do hate doing this. Channel is just not growing. Yeah, it's the age-old complaint of all creators on YouTube. I know, right? No, but I'm doing some more research. Yeah, keep doing some more research. Yeah, somebody in Discord mentioned that I might be shadow banned. Whatever that is. It's not a thing, but it's a thing. Does that make sense? Yeah, it's not something that's specific. They didn't program this into YouTube. It's not something they've deliberately created. It is a emergent property of the algorithm. If you use certain words, if you have certain words in your description, you say certain words when you're talking on the video, when you have certain things on your thumbnails, the algorithm has too much power. It can see too much, and it's stupid. It's not smart enough to know how to handle all that power. So, yeah, I have 300 subscribers, and I get, like, the same 15, 20 of you watching my videos every day. I love you guys. You guys are awesome. I'm not complaining about you guys. Please, don't take it that way. I'm complaining at YouTube, because YouTube, you're screwed up. Like, seriously, get your act together. This is not cool. I'm working my butt off here, and my channel's not growing. If you didn't have this convoluted, cumbersome, bloated, worthless system called the algorithm, if you just had this thing that recommended videos with certain tags and descriptions and items to people that watch videos of similar type, it's not a complicated thing to set up. It's something you had before. Back when I started YouTube years ago, that's how it worked. You had certain things in your description. You talked about certain stuff. Your content was of a certain type. Your channel would be suggested to other people who also watch that kind of content. These days, it doesn't work that way. If you have all that content and that stuff, the algorithm is not going to suggest your video to people who watch similar content because you said something, you said a certain word, or you used a certain word in the description. And it's not just for that video. Once it happens, it's sort of like, it puts a red flag on your channel. And honestly, I think my channel name, me being Chaos, the word chaos is a restricted word in this weird list of words that the algorithm looks for. So, do I change my channel? Do I change my brand? Do I change my identity for this? No, hell no. I'm gonna keep pushing through. Is it gonna take forever to get anywhere? Probably. But you guys can help. Make sure you hit that like button at the beginning of the video. Watch the video twice. Seriously, just watch it twice. You don't even have to watch it the second time. Just let it run. Just so that it shows that there are at least 2 full views per person watching the video. That's gonna kick that algorithm into high gear. Regardless of whatever words or mentions or description or tags that I use, that is going to be the key thing that pushes my channel out there to people, and I get more organic growth. Because at the moment, you guys are all here because I went out and searched for you. I went out to Discord channels. I went onto forum posts. I went on Twitter, and I shared my stuff manually with you guys. And that's why you're here. But a lot of the people that are out there that would be interested in my content are not seeing it because there's just not, the system is not pushing my videos. And it's not that I don't get good click-through rate. Let's have a look at my click-through rate. Let's go into my analytics, and I will show you what it looks like because it's screwed up. Let's have a look at this. We're looking at 90 days here. Now, the thing you're supposed to do if you think you're being shadow banned is to go into your reach and your engagement. And you can see here that I do get very good impressions per click-through rate. 2% is a very good number. 3.2% is an incredible number. That is very high. 2% is like you're good. If it's above 1, that's average. So I'm not worried about this. And it hovers between that 1 and 3% mark quite often goes over 3%. So it's not my impression click-through rates. And even when I was just posting videos with the black title cards, just the basic Chaos Daily thumbnails, my impression click-through rate wasn't affected by that. And even here you can see when I switched to using pictures in my thumbnail, there's been a small increase, but it hasn't been long enough for me to look at the data and go, right, there is a correlation there or not. It's still too soon. It's only been like 10 videos or whatever. Looking at my channel and looking at these things, looking at the views, click-through rate, impressions at 90 days, 28 days, like there are some times when this was around the time I got a comment on another popular YouTube channel, on Mike Patey's YouTube channel, and he commented on that, and I saw a lot of traffic coming from his channel to my channel from that. That's happened a couple of times in different places, so that's what these big spikes are. It's nothing really to do with my content or what I'm doing that's causing this. It's just weird stuff. If we go to overview and we go back to views, there was one back here somewhere. This one right here, right? I'm not sure what happened here, but for some reason, the YouTube algorithm decided, for whatever reason, that Chaos Daily 10 would all of a sudden get 60 views that day. Why? I don't know. It was, this is what I should be seeing for all of my videos, is them being suggested and being put out there. But this, just the once, and then flatlined. Nothing since then. Like, I don't understand it. Like, this is what good channel engagement and growth should look like. It's like this, and then flat. If we switch to the 28-day margin, you see, this is just, it's not good. So I'm not sure what's going on. Like, I've shown you, here they are. This is the analytics for my videos. I've shown you it. This is what it looks like to me. There's not enough information here to make any hard conclusions. There's not enough data. I have plenty of videos out now. I don't have enough subscribers or views on those videos. It's like, if it's less than 50 views, if it's less than 300 views on a video, you can't look at your analytics and go, right, this is what's going on. There's just not, the data set is too small. So there, I'm gonna put that aside now. Putting that out of the way until like another 30 days down the line where I'll be like, hey guys, make sure you're hitting the like button. Make sure you watch the video twice. You guys that are subscribed from Discord, from flight test forums, from Twitter, I love you guys, you're awesome. You are the reason why I keep doing this every day. You guys are here for what I do, and that's what wakes me up in the morning, and I love that. The views that I get from my videos being suggested, they don't subscribe. I don't know why. Or they do. I mean, my subscription rate does increase slowly. It is going slowly. But at the rate that it is going, the point at which it will be large enough for me to be monetized on YouTube will be like 5 years from now. Yeah. At the rate it's currently going, it'll take 5 years for me to maybe reach the point when I can start earning a living from doing this. So that's 5 years of work that I have to do on this before that's even possible. And yeah, sure, I have a Patreon, but that comes hand in hand with the growth of this channel. If nobody knows about my channel, then I won't be reaching the people that will be able to subscribe to my Patreon. And that's where I'm going to make my income, is ultimately through Patreon. So I don't know, we'll see. We'll keep going. I'll just keep doing what I'm doing and we'll see how it goes. So I'm just asking you guys, make sure you hit the like button and make sure you watch the video twice, because if 20 of you watch the video twice, then the algorithm's gonna go, huh, this video must be really interesting. I'm just gonna show it to everybody. And then we get more growth, and we'll reach a tipping point, and then there will be no more complaints, hopefully. But it's YouTube. Who am I kidding? We'd love to complain about YouTube. All right, anyways, let's move on. So the new sections of the wing are printed. Da 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 da. And of course, we're gonna overexpose the camera, but look at that. That is just beautiful. It's a perfect seam. There's only a few minor imperfections like these holes and these holes, but altogether, this turned out just beautiful. There's no warping in the skin. Again, there's a few of these holes. I'm still not sure what causes this. I am talking with Siraya Tech about what is in the resins, what could be causing it, because there are, like I said, there are very few people that are printing very thin things like this. There are a few people in the hobby community that are printing minis, and they're using the new Vroom software to be able to print very small, thin supports. But I don't agree with that working here. I don't think it's quite the same scenario, because I'm not printing a small, thin support for a short period of time through a set of layers. I'm printing a very thin thing for a continuous period of time in the same area on a build plate. So I think that the interaction between the part lifting off the FEP sheet is different than what it is for thin, small, weak little support things holding the model. But I'll give it a go. I'm going to look into it, and I'm actually going to give this Vroom thing a go and see if it helps improve the quality. But honestly, I've got it dialed in now. This is just gorgeous. Oh, it's so good. Oh yeah. Just listen to this. How good is that? So yeah, that turned out great. It's nice and strong. It's not wobbling or anything. All the fits are really good. I'm now printing the next section. I've got a servo in here, it's floppy. I haven't stuck it down or anything. I do think I'm just gonna hot glue them in place, or I will print a cover that goes over the servo and sort of clips into this square hole, and it has like bars around it that'll sort of pinch the servo to the top plate, whilst giving room for the servo horn on the side here to link up to the ailerons. Yeah, so I'm super happy with that. That came out great. I have, like I said, been talking to Siraya Tech about what is going on. I've noticed a couple things about my screen, the LCD screen in the printer. When it goes black, when it's supposed to be masking the area, some areas are still letting too much light through the black. I'm not sure if that is a normal amount of light bleed, but this previous print, this one that I just pulled out, I'm so thankful that the print was fine, but for a large area around the vat when I pulled it out to do the checks because I was talking to Siraya. All around the vat there was cured resin against the FEP sheet that I had to scrape up, and I've never had that before, but I have been noticing that I am starting to see more and more just cured resin in the vat after a print in areas nowhere near where I'm printing. So off to the sides where it should be masked, there should be no light getting there. At the end of the print, when I go to mix the resin in the vat or pour it out, there's always little bits and stuff, flakes and goopy bits that are just cured resin that I don't know. I'm not sure what's going on. So I'm taking lots of photos and I'm sending them to Siraya. We are busy talking about it, trying to figure out what's going on, how can we improve the situation. The resin is fine. The resin is great. There's nothing wrong with Siria's resin. I'm just in discussions with them with the printer and how we can fine tune it for what I'm doing. You'll notice that I've taken the wall mount down. Yeah, I mentioned in the previous video that the tail is broken. That's because that wall mount, it kind of flexed out and dropped the plane, and that's why the tail broke. So I'm redesigning that and I will be reprinting it. There was a couple of things I wanted to improve or change. It wasn't quite holding the plane right and it would sort of tilt in the thing, and it was that tilt that started splaying that C-clamp open and caused it to fall out. So I've redesigned that and I'll be reprinting that at a later stage, but I just want to focus on getting these wing sections dialed in just really nice. So yeah, we'll leave it there for today's episode. Like I said, once again, make sure you hit the like button. Make sure you're subscribed if you're not. If you're new to the channel, welcome. Grab that button, hit the bell notification. If you're on the mobile, hit the bell notification and hold it down and then say all in notifications. Go into your notification settings and set to all notifications for my channel. Yes? Cool. Great. Okay, moving on. Go check out my Patreon if you can. That's super helpful. I do this full time, and I don't have an income except whatever I do with this. So yeah, go check that out. And as always, I've been Chaos, and until next time, expect the unexpected, and I will see you guys later. And a special thank you to all my patrons that help support the channel. If you would also like to support the channel, there's a link in the description.